This Marvel Rivals drama is nuts. Video by Moist Critical, aka Penguins.
Say what you mean. Say what you mean. Know what I want. Know what I want.
I haven't heard of video game drama this big since the whole Dream Minecraft speedrunning saga. What's happening with the Marvel Rivals $40,000 tournament situation is pretty bizarre. In a nutshell, there was a Marvel Rivals tournament with a $40,000 prize purse. There was a player by the name of Kingsman who really wanted to take this seriously, making a mention that this money would be very helpful to him as a college student. And the rest of the team didn't seem to take it all that seriously, and eventually, when Kingsman was trying to, make changes to the team comp so they could better stand a chance at winning, they all attacked him, and eventually it led to him getting kicked.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that it's $40,000 on the line. He was trying to get somebody to switch, and they didn't want to switch.
From the tournament. His team then went on to place second to last in the tournament.
You guys. Okay, guys. Pace and point proven right now. Do you understand?
Well, you've been making me feel like shit. Of course I'm gonna play.
How do you not see the problem?
So let's take a look at something here, chat. I'm not sure if you've ever played Marvel Rivals, but 5 and 4 from your tank, not horrible. That's not horrible, right? It's not what we want, and he's definitely getting mobbed. All right, Neo. Sorry. Come on, buddy. You got to go for a second. Man, it's all up in this bowl. Fucking this food up. I feel you, but you know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second, big dog. All right. 5 and 4, that's decent. That's decent, right? We'll take that, but he's definitely getting mobbed. You got a tank. I don't even know what tank this is. I haven't played this game in so long. 10 and 3, decent, right? Whatever he's saying, it's fine. I'll listen to him. You feel me? He 10 and 3 is decent. He's not getting absolutely mobbed. So it's fine. What the fuck am I looking at here, gang? What is this? 0 and 5? You gotta be shitting me. Also, we got Deadpool, healing Deadpool, 6-3 and 5. I guess, yeah, it's fine. It's like an offensive healer. Gambit, 3-5 and 5. I don't know how much heals Gambit's really doing. I don't even know, but this right here in a $40,000 tournament, and you're getting mobbed, you're getting mobbed out the wazoo. 11 and 1, 8 and 4 is absolutely unacceptable.
Right now.
Wait, first of all, is that ass Kingsman? Shut the fuck up.
Whoa, she's getting snippy.
Pace and point proven right now. Do you understand?
Well, you've been making me feel like shit. Of course I'm gonna play.
How do you not see the problem right now?
Wait, first of all, is that ass Kingsman? Shut the fuck up.
Okay, bro.
You're doing too much.
Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
and it's always people gotta be on this motherfucking buddy system. No offense, ladies, but it's can you actually be critical of some of the ladies around you? You see what I'm saying? If they're objectively doing something wrong. I'm not saying that all ladies is like this, but it gets to a point, right? I get it. It's you know what I'm saying, it's girl code or whatever, but gang, she's actively selling. You're not pressed about your 3K. She's selling your 3K as well. She's selling your bread live in front of you, bro, and you would rather I don't get it. Maybe she was trying to protect team morale. I get that, but at the same time, she don't give a fuck about morale going 0 and 6. She don't care, bro. This is insane.
No. She shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm getting value because I'm 1v6ing.
Hope isn't feeling for you, bro. Yes, Zaza is 0 and 5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard. 4 people are dying here. That means
Zaza's 0-5, but we won the point, bro. What was she doing then? Was she healing? Like, come on, bro.
Four of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent.
She's wasting their util?
On Zaza.
I saw this a couple days
I don't know how valid that was. I didn't see the round.
ago, and I was so confused why anyone would be joining a tournament if they didn't actually care about winning at all. So he is very clearly trying his best to help the team win. And they were talking about like how toxic and annoying and insufferable he was, things like that, which eventually led to him getting kicked and being like disrespectful, that kind of thing. From all the clips I've seen, he never made any like personal attacks against anyone. He was never even like overbearing or like yelling and screaming. The closest he came was in this clip here where he's like, do you understand? Like, case in point, we should make a switch. This isn't working. Our widow is 0-5-0, which is a very fair point and a good suggestion because it clearly wasn't working. They may have won the point, but I think it's a large part because Kingsman put the team on his fucking back here, like 18-2.
Yeah, he's 18-2. He's going absolutely insane.
He was kind of going insano style. I don't know why this became such a huge issue for his teammates where they hated him so much for trying to win that they started insulting him after the fact. And that's where most of the drama stems from. Them refusing to switch is one thing that feels like it's kind of trolling and just intentionally throwing the tournament for the sake of vibes, which is weird because, again, just go play quick play or something. Why even bother going into a tournament if the goal isn't to try and win it?
Right.
He made it clear he wanted to sweat because this would be very important money for him in his situation with college. Now, I also heard that when the tournament was put together, there wasn't an announcement about how much money was on the line. So I think maybe there was some confusion from the team where they wanted to just play for fun and sillies and goofies. And then once $40,000 was announced, they still had that mindset. Meanwhile, Kingsman really wanted a piece of that.
It's $40,000, bro. Lock in, cuz. Lock in.
Pie, because it would be helpful to him. It'd be like $3,000, which is a significant amount of money, especially for someone in college where this could be very useful. So that clashed where he really wanted to win. His team, who they didn't give too much of a fuck. They didn't think it was that big of a deal. So he, throughout like their time playing together, would be making like suggestions and saying like, hey, you know, there's going to be this in the tournament, there's going to be that, maybe we should look at this, maybe we should look at that. And I think they were just getting so annoyed that he was wanting to win so badly that they started to really resent him for it. It eventually led to like the bubbling over point where he got reported to the tournament organizer. They said a whole bunch of nasty stuff about him, and then it snowballed into what it is today, mainly because the team captain was so vocal about her disdain for this guy. She said things like, I'm pretty sure he spent all 20 years of his life inside playing video games.
That's wrong.
Which is why he lacks social skills.
That's wrong.
You are also spending your time inside playing
video games.
You're a streamer. Why
That's what you do. That is what you do. You're in the same tournament as him, ma'am.
That is an insult against him.
Yeah, I had to get sassy on her.
I didn't really detect a lack of social skills throughout any of the footage I saw of them playing together. I guess you could make an argument that, you know, maybe his attitude could grind your gears because he was offering like a lot of advice on potential team comps, and he did multiple times mention like, hey, the Black Widow's probably not going to work here. We've got to be mindful of like dive comps, that kind of thing. Would you be willing to try like Bucky perhaps? And they would always kind of like roll their eyes at him and be like, shut the fuck up. Like, there's a clip I saw where one of them was like, you've got to just drop this, drop this, drop this. That's enough. Stop making suggestions, basically, about, you know, switching. It's not happening. Look, which I think is a pretty hostile response to that, because this is coming from a place of him just trying to help the team win. I don't think he was being, like, necessarily overbearing with it or anything like that. He certainly wasn't really...
To their credit, I could see how if you're trying to get on... Like, let's say I'm getting on the game, right? And I'm getting on R6, and I'm trying to work on my doc. You feel me? I'm trying to, I'm trying to work on my roaming abilities, right? And I'm not having my best game, right? The game just started and I'm not having my best game. And somebody's like, oh yeah, you got to stay in sight, bro. Stop roaming, you got to stay in sight. I am going to bug up on you because it's like, bro, I'm trying to enjoy my player experience, bro. You have no vested interest in my game, in my player experience. Yes, we're on a team game, but This is really, I'm trying to work on something right here. I'm workshopping something. This is not a workshop. This is for the money. This is the big money time. This is the time where ego should be set aside. Money should be acquisitioned, if you will. This is not just not. It's just not, bro. Lock the fuck in, chat. Lock the fuck in, chat.
Being aggressive about it, like he never got personal. He was never like insulting his teammates. He was never doing anything like that, from what I could tell. So I truly didn't see like a lack of social skills. I just saw someone who really wanted to win because there was a significant amount of money on the line. And if you're in a tournament, why would you not be trying to win?
Yeah.
Team captain even made this statement saying, "I don't want to win with someone who can't take no for an answer," which is a certified stinky comment for sure. That's a big time PU moment right there for the Jumbotron. I don't know where
I don't know what that.
from.
Yeah, I don't even know what that
His
means.
suggestions
honestly
weren't heated. Okay, he didn't start like stomping his feet and yelling and screaming and pissing and shitting about it either. He's just like, okay, all right, we'll do it, we'll run it, fuck it, we'll do it live. And when it didn't work, he did eventually say like, look, told you so, can we please make this switch? And then still got attacked for it. I didn't see any examples of him not taking no for an answer. Like, yes, he did make a suggestion multiple times, like, would you be willing to try this? Would you be willing to maybe switch here? What about this? But that isn't not taking no for an answer. That is coming from someone who wants to win a fucking $40,000 tournament. He then continued to insult Kingsman and I guess anyone that was supporting him.
Yo, Kingsman cocksucker, screenshot this. Y'all think I ain't seen the toxicity in the Kingsman Discord? W, not spreading hate from the mods and Kingsman community. Get the fuck, man, get this broad out my face, man.
Her Discord.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I said
Discord saying, yo, Kingsman cocksuckers,
I said it, man.
Screenshot this. Y'all think I ain't seen the toxicity in the Kingsman Discord with not spreading hate from the mods and Kingsman community? Fire emoji. This one will really get your eyebrow in the air. So she's calling out the people that were supporting Kingsman, saying they're cocksuckers and how toxic they are. Meanwhile, she said, "Get out your mouth." Openly toxic, like vocally expressing her disdain for this guy and now like his community. And let's not get it twisted. I think it's pretty obvious. Most people have probably seen a lot of like really dog shit takes from people that are using this as just like a giant insult against all women who play video games.
That's weird. That's weird. That is super weird. Don't take this and be like, oh, women, gamer girls, just always this problem with gamer girls. It's always this problem with gamer girls. I have a problem with that girl code shit of like, right or wrong, I just gotta side with this woman because I'm also a woman. I don't think that that's logical at all. I don't think it makes sense, especially when you got bread on the line. I get it that it's like you probably felt like he was annoying too. I can see how it would come off annoying, but it's just because he cares a lot. Because, bro, it's real dead ass money on the line, twin. Lock the fuck in.
And that shit sucks. Those are some fucking losers you can make fun of. Absolutely. But she, from what I can tell when this message was sent, was talking about like anyone that was expressing support for Kingsman. And I'm sure there probably were some like absolute greaseballs that went through and said some terrible things, sure. But to extend that to like anyone that was supporting Kingsman, calling them cocksuckers, I think is just kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's reckless.
Considering she has by far been the most mean and nasty about this. Kingsman, from what I saw from the clips that were during this time, he tried to like actively say like, hey, don't go harass anyone and don't be mean. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, he was clearly upset about it, but I felt like he was doing, or at least making an effort to try and stop people from going and doing shit like that. She, on the other hand, was just openly attacking him.
Everyone thinks this guy's a loser.
Like a bug. That's just what happens.
That's such a good point. You're so right about that. And we're still gonna play Widow.
I need this for my college. I need this for my college. I have about 6 or 7 more years.
This is a clip I keep seeing spread around. That first clip is when he is explaining like why the Widow's not going to work, and they're like, oh, great point. Go fuck yourself. We're still playing Widow. That's all we're gonna do. We're here just for good vibes, good time, and I don't care if this money means something to you, because it doesn't to us. That second clip, that is not Cece. That is someone else named Lucy, whom has deleted this VOD, so I can't even find the full context here.
Side note, that Lucy girl was very attractive. Maybe not as attractive inside, but she was very attractive. Shout out to Lucy. Shout out to Lucy.
But from the sound of things,
shout out to Lucy, bro.
Kingsman because of him expressing the want of the $3,000 because it would be very helpful to him as a college student. So then she's like making fun of him, taking the piss, even threw in an absolutely revolting 6'7" meme reference that'll make your skin crawl about it. It's just very mean-spirited. There's also another clip of her talking about it, saying, like, even if you support Kingsman, like it's fucking Israel or something. I don't even know what she was trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, she was waffling right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Since I referenced it, I'll show you that clip too.
I have a genuine question. Like, seriously, answer this. Even if you support Kingsman, whatever, support Kingsman like it's fucking Israel. Anyways, whatever you have in your head.
Oh, I see what she's saying.
I have a genuine question.
I think everyone has a genuine question after seeing that segment there. I don't know why she would be saying something
I'm not gonna speak
like
on
that
it.
with this. Again, the whole VOD, from what I can tell, is no longer accessible, so I don't even know what the question she was about to ask is. But yeah, it's definitely not a good look, and she is very openly, like, making fun of Kingsman from what I can see in the clips that still exist of it. But this is not Cece. This was not someone that played on Kingsman's team. I don't believe. All of this is only the tip of the iceberg, by the way. It gets so much deeper. There was a Google Doc that was put out there from the widow's boyfriend. The tournament organizer initially, like, doubled down, saying, nope, I maintain my position here. He deserved to be kicked from this tournament. He violated all of our rules. And then today he came forward very somber, like, look, I know everyone's mad at me and they're right to be mad at me. I was wrong about everything. I looked at this misleading evidence. It was only from one side and it was incorrect. I acted too hastily. So now he's, like, singing a very different tune about how, you know, he's had this come to Jesus moment after seeing the other side of the story with Kingsman. It's very clear that he was manipulated by incorrect information. He shouldn't have kicked him from the tournament.
When they come in here, the people, when they come in here, when they hate, they're justified in what they're saying. They're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. 100%. No question about it. Like, there's no beating around the bush. I don't know why it's, like, difficult to admit when you're wrong and when you fucked up. I made a decision based off of haste and based off of misinformation, but everybody in the team knew what was going on. Everybody in this team knew what was going on, and the fact that nobody told me it was... That's whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Also,
I thought I was doing the right thing, and y'all kind of had me blind. Y'all kind of had me not knowing what the real was.
Kaplunk, whom was the boyfriend in this story, is reaching out with an apology, saying that he went about it the wrong way and overstepped. Zaza, the widow, told him to leave it alone, but he couldn't control his impulses. The demon had to be let out of the cage. Thus, he went in and started sending clips to the tournament organizer to kick him, the Google Doc, all that kind of stuff. And then finally, Cece, the team captain, the one who was by far the most openly hostile to Kingsman and anyone that was showing any level of support for him, came forward with an apology as well, saying, I'm sorry, I was going off the video and forgot to explicitly call this out. Earlier today, I woke up with 1,000 noties from the day before, and people had joined my server from Kingsman, having a panic attack, and I just started experiencing them. So in my freak out, I said Kingsman lacks social skills because he spends his time...
Panic attack. What a good meta. Panic attack is like, oh my gosh, dude, it's like... It's literally unbeatable. It's literally unbeatable. My fault, Chat. Had to handle something.
I was angry and ended up lashing out at him lashing out at him instead of his community. I deeply regret it. I apologize for flinging another insult out. It shows I have terrible character, but I will be working on watching the words I say and getting help with my panic attacks.
This shows I have terrible. I don't know.
Hot dropped on here straight off the battle bus saying, even after the initial situation calmed down, CC continued to bully Kingsman and speak ill of him across social media. CC has a history of attacking other players and talking trash. So that apology didn't really go as smoothly as I think she was hoping it would. And interestingly enough, from what I can find, Kingsman throughout this entire thing has tried to urge people not to harass anyone that's been involved in it. You know, Zaza, her boyfriend, Cece, anyone. He's been trying to like actively calm things down to the best of his ability, but this clearly blew up well beyond anyone.
All that being said, yes, this was a kind of messed up situation. This does seem a little bit gassed, a little bit out of proportion. If I have to be all the way honest, this doesn't seem like that. You never know what'll catch fire nowadays.
Wildest expectations, and Kingsman actually was able to make over $3,000, which would have been his cut of the prize money should they have won the tournament, through subs and donations the last time he streamed, which I believe was last night. So a bit of a happy ending for Kingsman. Not exactly the smoothest sailing for his teammates that were bullying him.
Yeah, don't be mean, man.
Insulting him. That hasn't worked out super well so far. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yep.
Celebrating their 20th anniversary. Welcome to the circus. Five-finger death punch.
Five-finger death punch. Yeah, I mean, just don't be mean, chat. Don't be mean. The CC files just got crazy. Hold on, we might have to look into that. Bro. But yeah, chat. Bottom line, don't be mean. There was really no reason to do this. The guy just wanted to win him some money. I mean, can you blame him? We're in like a really bad place economically as a country, so you know, hey, shouts out to Kingsman. I'm glad he got some money. I'm glad he got his retribution, his restitution. Video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff.